Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we are in Oakland to start off a, I believe, 3-game set with the A's. The A's started off having a pretty bad time, but they've bounced back recently, and I think they're up to 3rd in that AL West, although, that division is a little bit of a mess. Let's see how I want to do this lineup here. There we go. I think something like that will work. We'll say I did start to record this game just for a second. I didn't even get to this screen earlier when I remembered I hadn't put in the bench guys coming off the off day. So I had to reset, delete the little short video, and then try this all again. And you can see this was a very optimistic time for Oakland back then. We got A's fans clear up in the upper deck in center field. I don't know that I can ever remember actually having fans up there. Not for baseball, anyway. Is that Eric Chavez? So, if you're coming into this cold, it's obviously not surprising to you that Eric Chavez will be playing third for the A's, but he has played a whole bunch of places in between there, notably with the Cubs. We saw him a lot there, but it looks like he's found his way back home. Do you believe that is Zach Duke on the mound? And here is Phil to lead off the game. First pitch, down and in. And there's a called strike to make it 1-1. Down at the feet, makes it 2-1. There's a called strike, makes it 2-2. Phil has not swung the bat yet. Still hasn't, he's got a full count. Finally swings it, actually made good contact, but he pulled it foul. So we're still full. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Long at bat, but it does come away with an out for the A's. Miyake to the plate then. First pitch is called a strike. Ground ball. Omar Vizquel will get that over to first. That will bring Chief to the plate. He's DHing today. First pitch is outside. Gets a swing and a miss. It's a 1-1 count. So misses outside again. There's a sharp ground ball, and it will get through for a base hit. Torrey Hunter on the A's. Now that I say that, I think he might have been in Oakland last year, now that I think about it. Excuse me, I was chewing on a breadstick. Terry swings and misses for strike 3, and that will end the first inning. So the Squirrels with the a hit but no runs, about said that backwards. Chris DeNorfia will lead things off for the A's. You can see the defensive lineup that we came up with for today's game. Paulie on the mound, as he is supposed to be. First pitch swung on and missed. Oh and 2. Called strike 3. One batter, one strikeout. Teruhito Iguchi to the plate. And as this at-bat goes on, I would point out that Paulie still has yet to give up an earned run. Not entirely sure he's given up an unearned run. Has a 1-2 count on Iguchi. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away, here's Eric Chavez. He was effective against us as a Cub. We'll see if this continues now that he's back in Oakland. Swing and a miss. That is a 1-2-3 start for the A's. We go to the second, still scoreless. Frank will lead things off for the Squirrels.
Number 6, Frank, left fielder.
Ground ball. Chavez ends up fielding it. Throws it to first.
Number 8, Quentin.
That will bring Quinton to the plate. He will bat right-handed. Looks at strike one. Surprised he didn't flinch at that one. It's a 1-1 count. It's a down and away. Makes it 2-1. There's a called strike over the outside. Makes it 2-2. Ground ball to Vizquel. 2 away. That will bring Sweeney to the plate. He's over at third today. Looks at strike one. Bounces in that changeup. Line drive into right center. That will get down for a base hit. Sweeney thought about second. Now he's hustling back, and he does get back in safely. So a 2-out single brings Martinez to the plate. He starts off with a fastball that's too low. Swing and a miss. Sweeney takes second base anyway. One and one count at the plate. And a ground ball that is a fair ball. Duke comes in. Can Martinez beat it out? He cannot. Not real surprising. He is a catcher and not even a fast one at that. Tom is pretty quick for a catcher, but not Martinez. So another hit, but no runs. Frank Thomas will lead things off for Oakland. Trying to remember, we've seen Frank Thomas, I think, was it the Braves? That kept using him as part of a pinch hitter and then would double switch him to get another at-bat right away. So it's probably good for us that he's actually starting again. Strikes out in 3 pitches in this at-bat. Jack Cuss to the plate. First pitch is a strike. As is the second, 0-2. Called strike 3 up in the zone. 2 away. Here's Torrey Hunter. I feel like we see him every single year at several different stops, and he tears us up every year, every stop he's been rather. Line drive to first. Terry takes care of that. We'll move on to the third inning. Still scoreless. Joey will lead things off for the Squirrels.
Number 20, Joey, shortstop.
One breadstick left. Can't just leave that there, can I? Joey has a line drive into center field. That'll bring Phil to the plate. Struck out in his first at bat. One of 2 strikeout victims. Zach Duke got the first time through the order. Has Phil down 0-2 again. He will look at strike 3, a much less dramatic at bat than he had the first time up. Miyake ground out in his first at bat and looks at a curveball for strike 1 to open this at bat. High hop to first, but Thomas will handle it. Did move Joey to second with Chief at the plate. 2 outs, but not the worst spot to be in if you're the Squirrels. And Chief has a 1-1 count. Looks at a fastball right down the middle. That's definitely one he should have swung at. Swings at this one. It goes into right field, and it will get down for a hit, and Joey will score the first run of the game. 1-0 Squirrels. Terry struck out in his first at-bat. Starts off with a curveball for a strike. That curveball bounces in. Another bounced in pitch makes it 2-1. Called strike 3, or 2 rather. Sorry, 2-2. Check over on first. 2 outs. Runner still on first. Line drive up the middle. Chief will stop at second. Puts runners on first and second for Frank. Still 2 outs. Swings and misses at a slider. Swings and misses at another slider for strike 3. That ends the inning, but the Squirrels now with a 1-0 lead, which with Paulie on the mound feels enormous. Elegant Joe is going to lead things off for Oakland. Joe turning in some pretty good numbers. I believe, this is going off of memory, so don't take it quite as gospel, but I think Elegant Joe got picked up by the A's as soon as I introduced him. But it took him a little while to get that starting role, but it looks like he has done just fine as a full-time starter. She struck out in that at-bat, and now Omar Vizquel has an 0-2 count. And he will swing and miss for strike 3. Jay Mall, okay. Apparently a drafted catcher. Kind of wonder if he just got called up. He's got a lot of zeros across the board. Pops this one up to Phil, who will make the catch. Have to try to look at that after the game if I can remember. We go into the 4th inning. Quinton's going to lead things off for the Squirrels. Still a 1-0 Indianapolis lead. Quinton, lined out or ground out, something. I don't know. Didn't go to the outfield. I know that. Has a 1-1 count in this at-bat. He's behind on that fastball to make it 1-2. Up and out. It's 2-2. Down and away. We've got a full count to lead off this inning. Ground ball too short. Vizquel takes care of that. A 1 away. Sweeney with a base hit in his first at bat. He also stole second. Couldn't get any further though. Has an 0-2 count in this at bat. Fouled away. Still 0-2. Called strike 3. 2 down. Martinez ground back out. I do believe Duke fielded that one. It was a high hop, but not high enough for a not very speedy Martinez. Might have been some other players on this team that could have beat that one out, but not Martinez and not Phil for sure. In this at-bat, Martinez has a 2-1 count. Ground ball towards second. Iguchi will take care of that. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Still a 1-0 game, and the A's are back to the top of their order. 7 strikeouts for Paulie the first time through the A's order, and yes, Denorfia was one of them. But everybody but 2 was one of them. Denorfia, though, with a base hit in this at-bat, puts a pretty solid double into left center. Miyake gets it in, but not before the A's put their leadoff batter into scoring position to possibly tie this game. Iguchi to the plate. He will start off with strike 1. Swing and a miss will make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down, Chavez to the plate. That one bounces in. Chavez doesn't chase it. Swing and a miss. Another swing and a miss, makes it 1-2. Popped up near the, I guess you still call that the warning track behind the plate. So 2 away, runner on second with Frank Thomas at the plate. He swings and misses at the first pitch. Big Hurt has been aggressive at the plate, but he's not made a lot of contact as of yet. And he won't hear either. That will end the 4th inning. A's finally got a base runner, though. So we move on into the 5th. Still a 1-0 Squirrels lead, where Joey will lead things off.
Number 20, Joey.
Joey with a base hit in his last at-bat. Fouls this first pitch away. Swing and a miss. He'll make it 0-2. Line drive. Oh, good catch by Chavez, getting up in the air. Well, good contact, but nothing to show for it. 1 away. Phil at the plate has struck out in both at-bats so far today, as he watches that ball go down and out. Curveball for strike 1. Ground ball to third. Chavez will take care of that as well. 2 away. Miyake is ground out in both of his at-bats. Down and away. Swing and a miss. That'll make it 1-1. Swing and a miss again. Makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That will end the top of the 5th. Squirrels still hanging on to a 1-0 lead. And Jack Cust will lead things off for Oakland in the bottom half of the inning.
Number 32, Jack Cust.
Ooh, sorry, I had a yawn there. Base hit right up the middle. That'll bring Torrey Hunter to the plate. He lined out in his first at-bat. Said one of only 2 A's not to strike out the first time through the order. He's behind 0-2 in this at-bat. That knuckleball breaks a bit too far outside. Hunter lets it go. Swings and misses at this one, though, and he will strike out for the first time today. Elegant Joe to the plate. That pitch is down and in. That strikeout was number 10 for Pauly on the day. Elegant Joe at a 1-1 count. That curveball or knuckle curve didn't work. Tries it again, gets a swing and a miss. Makes it 2-2. Just misses inside. We got a full count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. Runner still on first, and Omar Vizquel at the plate. Grounds this one towards third, but it's just foul. Called strike 2. Vizquel doesn't like the call, and I frankly understand why. Swings and misses, and that will end the 5th inning. Squirrels still lead 1-0, and they will start off with Chief at the plate in the 6th.
Number 61,
Chief 2 for 2 on the day, a pair of singles. That changeup breaks too far inside. That changeup is over the plate. That'll make it 1-1. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Swings at a curveball in the dirt. That's too bad to break up his 1,000 day. 1 out, Terry at the plate. Hits a lot of this one. And it will get off the wall. Oh, I thought that was gone. Terry will have to be content with a 1 out double. Frank at the plate. So that pitch is down and in. Bounces in the curveball. There's a called strike. Another called strike makes it 2-2. Outside, we got a full count. Popped up to third. It's in foul ground. Chavez makes the catch either way. 2 away. Quinton at the plate. Runner still in scoring position. Looks at a changeup for strike 1. Fastball a bit inside. So a hit foul. Jamal he did make an effort for it, but could not catch up to it. No matter, Quinton strikes out on the next pitch. We'll move to the bottom of the 6th. Still a 1-0 Squirrels lead, and Jamal will lead things off for the A's. I don't know if I'm actually pronouncing that correctly. I'll have to listen to it again here. And of course, the PA announcer did not say it this time. In any case, he pops this one up to Pauly, who shades over towards first. 1 away. 12 strikeouts for the day for Pauly so far. DeNorfia is 1 for 2. Got a base hit in his last at bat. I think he still might be the only A's hit so far today. Has an 0-2 count. Lets that one go by, and it is inside. Swings at this one and comes up empty. 2 away. Iguchi struck out in both at bats so far today. That's into right field. That'll get down for a base hit, so the A's officially have hits now. Eric Chavez, 0 for 2, a strikeout and a foul out. Looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Ground ball to third, Sweeney to first, and that will end the 6th inning. Still just a 1-0 Squirrels lead as we move into the 7th, where Sweeney will lead things off. Sweeney 1 for 2 today. Looks at a backdoor curve for strike 1. Hits this one into right. Will it get over DeNorfia's head? It does, and ends up one-hopping the wall. Sweeney will make this one into a double. And a leadoff double at that brings Martinez to the plate. Squirrels could use some insurance runs. As Martinez looks at strike 1. That changeup breaks too far inside. A bounced in curveball will make it 2-1. Down at his feet, it's 3-1. Sweeney takes off for some reason, and he is actually steals third. Phew. That, I think, might be the first time I've seen third successfully stolen. Martinez with a full count. He will strike out swinging, but Sweeney is at third base. Joey to the plate with 1 out. And that fastball is too low. Check over on third. Don't know if Sweeney's brave enough to try to steal home. Second pitch was called a strike, as is that curveball to make it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Phil to the plate. I think he ground out in his last at-bat after striking out in his first 2. Is behind on that fastball. Runner on third with 2 outs. Hits this one in the air. Vizquel going back, and he should have it, and he does. That brings us to the 7th inning stretch. Still a 1-0 Squirrels lead. Frank Thomas will come to the plate. So obviously another excellent outing by Pauly, but one of the best things about managing a baseball team is knowing when it's time to turn it over. Nakai did not give up a run all of last year, though a little different than what Pauly's doing. Nakai pitches an inning or possibly 2 at a time. Paulie's pitching 6 innings every time out at least. Frank Thomas fouls the first pitch away. Fastball just misses outside. Swing and a miss on the curve. And that curveball is called strike 3. 1 out, Jack Cust at the plate. He is 1 for 2 today. Looks at strike 1. That one a little bit high. Bounced in. There's a swing and a miss. Makes it 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down. Torrey Hunter to the plate. He is 0 for 2 today. That pitch catches the outside corner. Gets a hold of this one, and that will roll, I think, all the way to the wall, or very nearly anyway. Hunter's going to cruise in for a double. Pretty sure we weren't going to keep him hitless all day. We get a pinch runner in Fonte, who does boost the speed by 3 out there, and it is only a 1-run game. Could be significant. Elegant Joe, I do believe, is struck out in both at-bats today. Has a 1-1 count here. Behind on that fastball, makes it 1-2. Goes to the changeup, and ooh, that was dangerous. Wasn't foul by much. Goes to the curveball, gets a swing and a miss, and Nakai is out of the inning. We go into the 8th, still a 1-0 Squirrels lead. Miyake will lead things off for Indy. Casilla is going to come in to pitch for the A's. Infante will stay in the game and play short. Vizquel will leave the game, and Mike Cameron is going to take over in center field. We'll see what that actually means for the batting order. For the time being, Miyake looks at strike 1. Is behind on strike 2. And then a ground ball that Frank Thomas will grab and step on the bag himself. 1 out, Chief at the plate, 2 for 3 on the day. First pitch is too low. And that changeup a bit wild. Into center field, Cameron's not going to get to that one. Drops in for his 3rd base hit of the day. Terry 2 for 3, struck out in his first at-bat and then is singled and doubled. And that double I really thought was going to be a home run off the bat. But it went off the wall instead. Has a 1-1 count in this at-bat. Swing and a miss will make it 1-2. Called strike 3. 2 away, Frank is 0 for 3 today. And that pitch is a ball. As is that one. It's 2-0. That changeup called a strike. And that fastball is not. It's 3-1. Swing and a miss will make it a full count. 2 outs. Runner will take off. Does not matter. A strikeout at the plate. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's still 1-0 Squirrels, and Mike Cameron will take his first at-bat. Don't know if that... actually, yeah. Vizquel was there. Oh, actually hit start a little sooner than I meant to. My apologies on that, but we'll get Hermida into the game to do his setup inning. All right, Mike Cameron. Numbers don't look great so far this year. That curveball is well outside. Fastball ground is short. Joey throws it over, 1 away. Jim Moole. I think that's how they said it. It doesn't sound real natural to say to me. Still looking for that first hit. Has an 0-2 count so far. I wonder if he is freshly drafted. Have to look at that after this game's over. Anyway, he grounds out to second. Denorfia struck out twice and has a double between the strikeouts. Starts off with the ball down and away. Swings and misses at a bounced-in curve. There's a fastball for strike 2. Ground ball 2/3. Sweeney over to first. And that will end the 8th inning. We go into the 9th. It's still 1-0. Quentin will lead things off for the Squirrels.
Number 8, Quentin.
Quentin 0 for 3, but I do believe this is his first left-handed at-bat. Swings and misses at the first pitch. This one is down and in. That one up and out. It's 2-1. That should get down for a base hit, and it sure does. Leadoff single into center. That'll bring Sweeney to the plate, who is 2 for 3 today. Single and a double, had a strikeout in the middle. Puts this one into left field. Quentin on his way to third. Sweeney on his way to second. Throw goes to third. They weren't getting anybody. That's a clean double. 2 runners into scoring position with Martinez at the plate. Nobody out. Casilla getting ready to throw gas on the fire, I'm afraid. But he does have Martinez at a 1-1 count. This one is too low, makes it 2-1. Martinez fouls this one away, down by the bullpen. Makes it a 2-2 count. Too low, we got a full count, nobody out, 2 runners on. And Martinez comes through with the base hit. 1 run is in, that's all the Squirrels get for now. Leaves runners on the corners in a 2-0 game. Joey looks at a ball in the dirt. Imagine the A's got to come get Casilla soon if they want a chance to win this one. Might already be out of reach the way it's gone. Joey fouls off another pitch. He's still got a 1-2 count. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. That is a big strikeout. Brings Phil to the plate with runners still on the corners and 1 out. Phil shoots this one on the wrong side of the right field line. There's a swing and a miss, makes it 0-2. Another fouled off pitch. Casilla really playing with some fire here. Gets another strikeout though. Here's his chance to wiggle out of it. Miyake standing in his way. First pitch down and in. This one up and out. It's a 2-0 count. There's a called strike. Up and in. It's 3-1. Called strike. We got a full count. Runner on first will be off. Miyake into center field, but it's going to stay up for... Oh, no, it dropped in. I thought Cameron had that one. That leads to another run. It's now a 3-0 ball game, and the Reds have to go get Casilla. They're going to put Conrad into the game. This has gotten away from the Reds in a hurry. It is still a save situation for now. Runners on first and second. Chief 3 for 4 on the day. Fouls the first pitch back. That is a line drive, but it's going to hook foul into the bullpen. 0-2. That's into center field. It's again going to drop in front of Cameron, and here's the run to put it out of save territory. 4-0 Squirrels. 2 outs. Terry at the plate. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swings and misses to end the 9th inning, but it's now a 4-0 Squirrels lead. 2-3-4 coming up in the lineup. We'll see what that off day has done for Zap. He's a little better rested than he was last time he went out. Don't remember if that was last game or the game before. I think that was just last game. I think the game before was the walk-off home run. All right, Iguchi is 1 for 3. Zap starts him off with a high fastball for strike one. Inside corner for strike two. Called strike three. One down. Eric Chavez 0 for 3 on the day. Looks at strike one. Oh, puts this one into left. It's deep, but Frank is going back, and he will catch up to it. 2 away. Frank Thomas, the last chance for the A's. He's 0 for 3 on the day. That one goes well outside. Line drive into left. Frank will not get that one. It's going to roll to the wall. Thomas thought about making it a double. Joey throws behind him, but he didn't get that far off the base. Jack Cust is 1 for 3 so far. Runner on first with 2 outs. First pitch up and in. There's a called strike. That pitch down and in. That one just regular inside. It's 3-1. Gets that changeup over to make it a full count. Runner will be off. And it's a called strike 3, and that will end the game. Final score, Indianapolis Squirrels 4, Oakland Athletics 0, and that is quite a few shutouts in a row now. Don't have that number off the top of my head, but that's at least 3, I think. And it might be more than that. I am still not entirely convinced Cameron didn't catch that ball. Alright, Chief's going to be your player of the game. Thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we've got the A's again tomorrow. We will see you then.